It's Week 15 of the NFL, and everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs. He's been a frequent end-zone tourist. He's second in the league in rushing touchdowns. The action is only moments away, and it's
we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And incomplete to open things up. But you look at this defense. It's quite a unit. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number one overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers down.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. David Ojabo, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That's taken on the 25. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
The numbers for Gibbs from last week. 17 carries, 89 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Here's 3rd and 7. To the air with McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now McCarthy. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw McCarthy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Xavier Worthy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That one's taken in by Spears. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards that time for number 14. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. When you look at this defense, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing is Hurts. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Metcalf motions left. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Touchdown, Eagles! Luke Musgrave from 19 yards away. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. This is 2nd and 8. Throwing is McCarthy. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Another run for Gibbs here. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts flushed out right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Holding offense.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half.
Still
now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Now 3rd down and very long. As they've got it as we resume action.
To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave.
It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 20. 47-yard punt, a return of 4.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The visitors' offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's McCarthy.
Going deep for Walker. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. And what a big-time play there. 56 yards.
And Wilson in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
To the right side, this is Corum.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Bates' kick is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
On play action, McCarthy.
And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. McCarthy off the play fake.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
11 yards for number 11.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point right down the middle.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts
escaping the pressure right.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun again to Spears.
Oh, leaves him by fighting through it. He's got space.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Back to throw here. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he will pick up the first down as he is out of bounds. And on that, we will reach the 2-minute warning.
No touch it. No touch.
Back to throw again. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles get a bit closer.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now McCarthy.
And he fires one incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Going underneath. Gibbs has it.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop the guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
They'll set up a throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
In trouble, and he's taken down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Metcalf motions left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Taking it about the 16. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
A final shot before break. McCarthy.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On play action, now McCarthy.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's good for 28 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Azeez Ojulari
coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 39 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take it. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Great.
Here's Hurts to throw. A short throw to Musgrave.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down and a yard.
No touch that. No touch.
Throwing is Hurts.
Buying time. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brian Brzee able to get him for a loss of about 3. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Great. No touch.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That one's taken in by Spears.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hurts. That's to the tight end, Musgrave.
So no gain on the play, and it's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
No touch.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Hurts will throw.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Corum.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Corum. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Going back to Gibbs on first down. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
Gibbs is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth.
They'll try and run it with Gibbs.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Kenneth Murray in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
73. Delta set. Delta.
He'll look to throw.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Great, set. Delta.
They'll drop to throw.
He'll find Metcalf.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
It fights him off. Steps away to his left.
Hurts fumbles it.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention.
Great, set. Delta.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Delta set.
On the option, here's Spears.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 3.
No touch.
Right back to Spears.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Great, set.
And here's a give to Spears.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
2nd down and 8. Now Hurts changing up the play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he fends him off. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup from just shy of midfield.
Hurts. He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Hey, let's go.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Tiger swarm, Tiger.
Another try after the 1st down sack.
Hurts.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
73.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Now 1st and goal.
Great, set. No touch.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
This offense making its way back out, led by their wide. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And they will take a knee here.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
Fighting him off.
And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for our visitors, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.